Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
The Bills offense ready to go here on 1st and 10. First play, and Young is going to throw it. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Young. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Young. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Young with the give to Sanders. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On play action, Young. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. It's Young on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and it work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with John Kelly. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a night.
They go play action. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Grant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. Here's Steve Young. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding room at midfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here in the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and 10 at the 36. This offense on the march right out of the gate. Young to throw it. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Off the play fake, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
The Coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
So the 49ers, they're getting set to go on offense. 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 38, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here is Young. He is going to find Hill here. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Johnson, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Wilson to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken just inside the 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 99 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense. The interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Harris. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. This to win it in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This one from 48 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did